Another edition of Experience Sessions right here on indigomusic.com. I'm Rohit, and joining me right now is independent artist from Namma Bengaluru, Hemanth Jois. Hemanth, absolute pleasure having you here with us on indigomusic.com.
Thank you so much. Grateful here. Thanks a lot for having me.
Now, Hemanth, you have released a lot of tracks in the past, and you've also released a brand new track. We'll talk about that, but what got you into music?
Linkin Park is a band who has influenced me a lot in music.
Right.
So I started listening to Linkin Park when I was in 12th standard. So in degree, I got really inclined towards guitar and wanted to learn it. And seeing their live videos, I just wanted to start performing just like them. That's how it started. Yeah.
Right. And have you had any musical background, as in when it comes to have you taken musical classes or something like that?
No.
And
no, I'm the first musician from the family, and I'm a self-taught musician.
And how does your family take this?
Yeah, initially they were surprised. First they thought, okay, this guy is guitar, right? Everybody just wants to start and probably go for a while and then drop out.
It's like a hobby.
I think, yeah. But nobody was sure, I would take it this seriously.
Right.
Probably only I knew that I would want to take it this seriously.
Right.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Now you have released a lot of tracks in the past. What kind of musical process or what kind of thinking goes behind before you put a track together?
For me, when I compose, it's always the visuals which runs on my head first. I think of a concept always before I compose, and generally the concept I think of is something which I feel people should relate it to them.
Okay.
Some connecting factor which would probably make them feel happy or feel sad or something like that. This is what I look when I compose for my indie songs. Of course, currently I compose for Kannada films too. So when I do it for that, that's director's call, how we need it as per the situation. But when I do it on my own, it's always that particular themes. What you can say, I'll always have that on my head, and then that's how I work on it.
Right, fantastic. Now you mentioned that Linkin Park has been a big influence in your musical journey, but from Linkin Park to your brand new track Khushi 2, there's no connection of Linkin Park here because it is proper EDM. And when I heard it for the first time, in fact, when we here at radio station heard it as well, we got a little bit of an Avicii feel to this
100%.
track.
Yeah.
Am I right in saying that you are also a big fan of Avicii's music?
100%, yeah, definitely. See, I'll tell you, the problem, it's not a problem, it's a fact that once we start listening to rock and metal, right, once we are called as a metalhead, you're always inclined towards metal, and we don't like to listen to a lot of other genres. So I was completely into rock before, but when I started to work for industry, that became a big problem, because here you need to compose versatile music.
Right.
And you can't just do rock. Probably one song, given the situation goes, it works. So I started listening to a lot of artists, a few of my friends, and I take guitar classes. A lot of my students who are completely into EDM, they kept suggesting me Alan Walker, Avicii, and all this stuff. So I started listening, and I started finding very interesting. Even though I never used to like that genre back then, because I'm still a big fan of rock music. This didn't strike me much until I started working for Kannada films.
Right.
Then I realized, okay, probably I should give up on that little ego of just doing only one thing and start listening to every genre and start appreciating the good out of it. And Avicii and Alan Walker, these two are the major influence. So if you see all the beats and the patterns, it's more of Avicii style. And if you see the chorus section and all, that's more of Alan Walker style. So
right.
It's the idea is completely taken from that.
So Hemanth, what is the song all about, Khushi 2?
Khushi 2 is basically a sequel of 1. So I think this is also the first time where in Kannada a song had two parts in it, which had a connecting story to it. So part 1 had a relationship bonding between grandmother and a kid, and part 2 is where how the older guy and his grandmother, what is the relationship. So in the beginning, the doctor tells her she is not going to live for a long time. Right. She has very short span of life left. If anybody gets to hear that, it's going to be traumatic for everybody. But in return, how she reacts to it is the whole part. She knows, okay, this is the deadline. But before she's gone, these are the things she wants to do it. So keeping that, I had seen this movie Bucket List, and there were also some stories which I read which had similar stuff. Then I kept thinking, okay, should do something like this. But I didn't expect it to go that viral. Of course, that's a dream for any artist to go viral.
Right.
But this song did way beyond what I expected. Yeah.
Fantastic. It's a beautiful track. We'll be playing it out right here on indigomusic.com as well. And
Thank
it was
you so
an
much.
absolute pleasure having you here with us on
Thanks a lot.
indigomusic.com, Hemanth. Take care and all the best.
Thank you so much.